All right, so this is my second time trying to do this playthrough with DMC. Like, I didn't go far. I'm just doing part one over again. Um, so I wanted to say welcome, first off. Welcome to DMC Devil May Cry, Definitive Edition. This is the game that kind of flips the series on its head again, and in Devil May Cry 5, you're gonna see that they took a lot. There's a lot borrowed from this game. This game kind of redefines things. For starters, if you could look at Dante's jacket even, you see that he has like a kind of UK flag on his black jacket. And that in itself kind of speaks for a lot of things when it comes to this game. Because the theme with this game is they try to call Nero punk, like they try to like say like, oh, like in terms of rock, like Dante is kind of like old school rock and roll, Virgil's like kind of, I guess, I don't know, gothic or some shit, and Nero's punk. They double down on punk with this game. They were given the task originally, they were just told to, you guys have to make like a Devil May Cry game. Capcom gave them the license and said, make a Devil May Cry game. And they were like, sure, we could do that. And when they first made the game, this is what they came with. Like Dante, the white-haired, red jacket, as you all know him. Capcom told them specifically, we want you to go crazier. We want you to go wilder. We want you to go radically different, do your own spin on it. If we wanted to make another Devil May Cry game that was just the same as like the Devil May Cry that we kind of know, we would have just made it ourselves. And that's what eventually led from this to this. Which, honestly, I don't mind. I think it's still great. I think Ninja Theory are amazing creatives that know how to work something. They are masters at revision. They've done prior with Enslaved, kind of taking that and kind of changing it, like the Journey to the West, but kind of modernizing it and making it about machines, but then also kind of contorting it in a way. And like, I think Ninja Theory knows how to work something. They are great when it comes to, you give them an idea, they'll make some magic happen. But yeah, so Capcom looked at this, said, go crazier. So they changed it from this with the red jacket and all, but maybe make it black, like maybe, and then pushed it to this, which is now they end up kind of taking Dante into a way darker approach, kind of grittier aesthetic, like very much kind of Fight Club, kind of nightmarish kind of thing. And his devil trigger, very much devil, but there was one concept that they had that they kind of stuck with, but also kind of ditched, which is angel trigger. So for as dark as Dante kind of is in this aesthetic, they had the idea, they always knew Dante was half human, half demon. But it doesn't make sense for him to be half human and half demon and be as strong as he is. If anything, the human side will make him weaker, right? So they decided to counteract that and make him angel. And by having the angel side, angel trigger, so he'd be able to kind of have on his demonic energy to play from, but then also the angel things, which makes him lighter and also able to like kind of handle certain things. As you can even see, like even later on in designs, they got like, when they got to his more classic design now, the devil trigger, the angel trigger, and yeah, it just kind of plays a little bit. And we ended up getting to this look, kind of where he's kind of young and kind of cute boy kind of aesthetic, but rough. He's been through some shit. And you see like kind of him tapping into his energy, his kind of otherworldly energy, and getting full demon and full angel likewise. And yeah, I love these designs. And the idea was this is going to be younger Dante. This is Dante like as a teen. This is supposed to be what Devil May Cry 3 was trying to do with Dante, but this is their version of it, their rendition of Devil May Cry 3, which is honestly pretty cool. And this even too was going to be Dante an even younger state because, and as you can see, this is, as they're kind of going through, they were trying to make Dante kind of young, like very young, bad boy kind of aesthetic, but rough. He's been through some shit. And they had like this outfit. This was going to be one of the things. This is actually in the game as Neo Dante. This was one of the designs that they had when they were told to push it. They were thinking about even getting rid of the jacket entirely, giving him the red sashes instead. The first one looks very much like Enslaved Odyssey to the West. The one that we get in the game, I'm pretty sure is the second one. Neo Dante is actually the second one with the canvas sneaker. The last one, he kind of has like the guns on his boots, so like kind of make that work a little bit. They were kind of trying to figure out if they should have like kind of shaved down hair, like kind of every other like kind of Star Killer Cole McGrath, or kind of give him like the kind of shaggy hair still. Like, they ended up kind of settling on that for Neo Dante. But again, you see kind of shaved down versus the kind of hair kind of shaking a little bit. And the angel trigger, tapping into that angel element. And what we got in Tokyo Game Show. And yeah. But this was ultimately the pitch. This right here was the pitch that they had for difference. You're going to get Dante as a little boy. You're going to see him growing up. So as a little boy, you're going to see him kind of innocent, kind of not know why things are the way they are, and him just kind of seeing demons for the first time and just kind of learning into this shit and learning into this world. And it kind of corrupting him a bit to the point where you get the Dante on the left, which is him in his teen years, of him very erratic, very chaos, very demonic in a sense, until he gets older and gets to the Dante on his right, which is kind of older, and he still kind of has that like kind of little bit of a dark kind of element to him, like kind of humorous, but he's mature, he's experienced, he's the Dante that we would associate with, that we would know. And also the little bits of white kind of showing more and more, as you can kind of see, like him kind of starting off the highlight, then is half and half, like almost kind of a little peepish, and then like full on all white eventually. Cat is the lady of the game. So where I just said this is basically their rendition of Devil May Cry 3, this is kind of their take on the youngest Dante, and like kind of coming into this, kind of building into himself. This was like their kind of spin on Lady. Lady is the kind of human in Devil May Cry 3 to kind of keep things balanced, you know, kind of let Dante kind of see the human approach and just like what humans have to stake at all this. And she's very fragile in some of these. Like, this is kind of, you can see from her kind of design with the hood up and everything, she's kind of very reclusive, kind of shelved, kind of just kind of protected herself a little bit. Kind of sheltered, I want to say, kind of very reclusive. Originally, her design was to be more like Lady and more like Trish, very kind of abrasive, very aggressive. You see, like, she has the biker and the gun, she's aggressive, she's got the blonde hair, just like stand out. So characters kind of like the fat ass. The characters kind of combat Dante's kind of ruthless, kind of aggressive nature with her own kind of thing to kind of like keep that kind of going. But they kind of reversed it later on. I don't know if Capcom told them to like kind of go away with more of that, but they changed it. They flipped it. Even here, they had the design with her that was just kind of have her kind of show a little bit, you know, a little bit different, very different, like very, even there, just like kind of almost like a female Dante, like a very much a counterpart to Dante that's very much in his equal, until it got to this, which is very, very different. Just the complete opposite of the end of Dante, where Dante is very much abrasive, very much out there, very much gritty, very much like aggressive, where Dante is just, sorry about that, but where Dante is very aggressive and very, with his design and everything, by design, he's very aggressive and just everything kind of pops out that much more. Cat is the opposite, where Dante is both the human, Dante is the angel and the demon. Cat is human. Cat is the most vulnerable of everybody. She has the most to kind of lose, she's the most vulnerable, and it comes through in her design and in her character. Giving Dante, instead of somebody that's butting heads with him and just going to take it there with him, someone that Dante sees is very much vulnerable and very much at a lesser state, and thus wants to protect. Let me see. Virgil, we'll show off like a little bit of Virgil, I guess, in his design. But the aesthetic is very punk. It's very much aggressive, like kind of punk, fight the establishment, which is, they try to explain what Devil May Cry, they tried to explain Devil May Cry 4, like, oh, Dante's like kind of old school rock and roll, like kind of whatever, and then Virgil's, I don't know what the fuck he represents or some bullshit, but like Nero's supposed to be punk. They double down on punk in this game, which is, again, the UK flag on it is very punk. The fight the establishment, even kind of bruised look, is very much punk mosh pits kind of look in Dante, with a lot of the scratches, a lot of the bruises, just like everything. Very much kind of a punk, hard on the rock, very aggressive. Virgil and his design, kind of, he's the rebel in his own way. Dante is the very much rebel, like kind of just very punk rock. Virgil is more of the kind of, we got a plan against the system. And it'll come through in this story, but yes, even his design is very much just the black jacket, the fedora kind of hiding his face from certain things. The fedora is completely gone. He has kind of a Marilyn Manson approach with the gloves and just like even the face and how he is in the art picture and everything. But yeah. But I had to restart this playthrough because if you start on just normally, you'll miss this cutscene, which is just do that. No. You'll miss this. I want to give you the full introduction cutscene. The full introduction. I don't know if the subtitles are on. I hope the subtitles are on. Please tell me the subtitles are on. Please tell me the subtitles are on. They are not on.
No, you can't have more time. You know the terms, you know the consequences. No, this is not a veiled threat. This is a direct one. Should you fail to comply, the collapse of the economy will be on your head. I will make sure that you are stripped of power, shamed, and hated. Is that clear enough for you? Well, Friday it is then. You have a good night, Mr. President.
Did you get it, my darling?
Over $1 trillion.
Oh.
Soon I will own everything worth owning. I will control the world through debt. I have absolute power.
The world is at last your bitch. What's the matter? What's the matter?
Yeah, they changed that cutscene. As am I.
A loose end, what?
The son of the traitor Sparta, Dante.
Him.
He's still out there.
The hunters will find him. They found Sparta and his whore. And when they do...
I will rip open his chest with my bare hands and feast on his beating heart.
Okay then. You can actually hear the heartbeat, which is kind of nice. But yeah, that was Mundus, the villain of this game. And again, to kind of show like the punk element, You have Mundus, who's very corporate, which we haven't had that since Devil May Cry 2 with Arius, and we don't know what the fuck Arius is. But very much, Mundus is very much the system, the man, and we kind of step against that with Dante. Again, everything Dante represents, everything Dante is, everything that we go about the game is fight the establishment, don't conform, we're different from everybody else, don't try to be like everybody else, be yourself unapologetically, like, fight the man, like, but that's Punk, at the very root. Punk started off as, musically, we're going to go faster than, we're gonna not just try to do traditional good rock, we're gonna talk a message, we're gonna fight the establishment, we're doing what we're doing, we're young, we're fighting for what we believe in, we're doing what we want to do. Which is this game to a T. And rock and roll. As rock as it gets. Dante going to the strip club, picking up 2 chicks, threesome, dicks up in the car ride back. As rock and roll as it gets. This is as rock as it gets. As rock and roll as it gets. Like, I'm debating on if I should, like, play this entire level in this one difficulty to, better, because there's certain collectibles that I got every collectible on my other save, so to show how certain collectibles work, I'll debate.
The masked lunatic you saw there claims to represent an organization called the Order.
Also, here's a nice little touch.
Responsibility for several serious attacks in recent weeks. He is undoubtedly a traitor.
Nice little touch. I think he goes.
And I, for one, am not for the death penalty.
You see him. First time ever in the Devil May Cry series, you just see him like healing regeneration work.
Shoot the son of a bitch.
Hell of a night. Call us. And that's always on his arm. That's always on his arm. Even in PlayStation All-Stars, that stays on his arm. And look at her face.
Who are you? What do you want?
You were careless. You left a trail. Now he's on to you.
What are you talking about? Who's on to me?
A hunter demon. He's here. He's dragging you into limbo.
Demon scum.
It's too late. You're gonna have to fight your way out.
Yep. So, I don't know if I'm gonna do this mission.
Shit. Back in limbo. Bad day for a hangover.
I'm not sure if I want to do this mission entirely. As this one.
Get your filthy fucking claw off my trailer.
I'll do a little bit. I'll do a little bit. Just because the way that this works for cutscenes and everything.
Missed.
Son of Sparta difficulty. Or maybe not, actually. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Son of Sparta difficulty.
Time for rebellion. You wanna fight? Let's go.
Okay, so here's the problem a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So we just have Rebellion right now.
Slam dunk.
Yeah. Only so much we can do. Yeah, this way that this game works is... Oh, God. That's kind of worthless. Red orbs, yeah. Thank you. There you go. Depending on how many enemies you hit in one group, you'll get,
Who said that?
You'll get a better grading system, depending on how many enemies you hit in a single group. It's a nice little thing. I don't think you don't have to worry about red orbs for grading system. You automatically start the game off with air height, as you always should. Oh God. But yeah. Yep, less. A lot of. You don't have to move the camera too much. It's just kind of all axe. Woo!
Ebony, Ivory, and Mr. Gross.
There y'all. But y'all get the Bathos.
Target practice. Right on.
Little
cue.
Cupids. Yeah, you just rapid fire with that. Yeah. I want to fuck. Want to fuck. Also, you can air dodge. Yeah, you can. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, you can get pretty high ranking. You can get S ranking pretty simple. I mean, this is kind of simple S ranking because trying to let you get high ranking. Also, you see the spider shoot him. This game has a pretty good auto lock system.
Don't shoot! My name is Kat. I'm not a demon. I'm still in the real world. You're in limbo.
How come I can see you clearly?
I'm a medium, a psychic. I can phase into limbo and communicate with you.
Mm-hmm.
I can see you, talk to you, but I'm not actually in limbo with you.
If I pull the trigger?
I'll die. I'm risking my life here for you. I want to help.
I don't need your help.
The hunter has dragged you into limbo. I can get you out.
I've been down here before. I know how to get out. You fight whatever shit-sucking demon dragged you in here.
I don't want to fight the hunter. He's not your regular demon. Follow me, now.
Alright, so, yeah. This right here, you can't unlock yet. You shoot all the spiders, auto lock on. It's a nice little thing. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna turn on subtitles because, yeah. Target, holds, input both.
Where'd she go?
But yeah. You can destroy these for a little bit of coins, just like everything else. Lost Soul! Here you go. So how you find those is usually you just listen around. You gotta listen close, keep your ear to, whatever. And you find those. You destroy them, they give you their collectibles, they give you a nice amount of orbs also. It increases your grade. So when you beat each mission, it'll see how many collectibles you got. If you got all the collectibles, it'll automatically boost your grade a great amount. Here's keys. If you pick up a key, you'll be able to find... You pick up a key, you can open a door. You open a door, you get the secret mission. So it's a lot more things that you can do to kind of keep you engaged and everything. Also, new side task. So like, you can actually do like little things to unlock little art instead of to unlock art that's the combo. The slowdown on beating the last enemy came from this game. You can do little things to unlock art, so like little side things, either to earn trophies or just to unlock the art, little incentive. As you see the art style, the little art here on the walls and everything. All very cool. But also environmental. There's a lot more environmental shit in this game than there is in past games. Like, Devil May Cry 3 had the stripper pole. Devil May Cry 4, I don't think has any interactables, honestly. But yeah, this game, you get a nice chunk of interactables that you can interact with. Interactables that you can interact with. Environments that you can interact with. A nice chunk. And you can find... You don't find those all around. You don't find like your little health things all around, but you find them here and there. It's nice. Here you get the divinity statue, which you can upgrade certain things. And here's the thing that they have in this game, not in every other Devil May Cry game. See the ricochet? You could try out moves. Try out the moves instead of just buying them, try them out a little bit. Say you want them. Rainstorm, which honestly works very different. Works a little bit different than it does in the old games. And then you get inverse Rainstorm. And if you buy an upgrade, you can take it back too. So you can remove it and get your point back. So if there's a certain mission that you want to get it all, inverse Rainstorm, which is good for launchers. If you got somebody already in the air, enemy step. You can try that out, like yeah. That's yeah. There you go. You could do things like that with enemy step now. Very useful. And then yeah, roulette. We'll just get roulette for right now. Or stinger. We'll get stinger. We'll get stinger. Trillion stab up from 1,000,000. You get drive, which is well, you'll see all that shit later.
Is that my coat? How did it get up there?
Alright.
News. We go live to our eye in the sky. Steve, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
There you go. And now Wow. Draw. Yep. Yeah. God damn. God damn. Fuck. Oh yeah. There we go. That was kind of sloppy. Not even gonna lie, that was kind of sloppy. Not my best work.
Hey, get down here and fight.
But you gotta walk in here. You can't shoot him down. But yeah, if you noticed, we switched over to that last part because we got everything that they teased us with. So yeah, those guys, fuck you.
Oh shit!
Those guys, the chimeras, if you kill one of them, then the other one will go into like a double trigger for a second, and like it does an entire thing that does huge damage. I'm not showing you the Also, here's the secret key gets us. I'll do this mission. I'll try to do this mission. Here's what the secret key room kind of gives you. Brawl in the air within the time limit only takes damage. So, there we go. Do some shit like that. Normally it results in a green fragment. I've upgraded my health all the way that I can get. This might be also the first and only game in the Devil May Cry series where you don't get 2 health bars. You just get your 1. Just get the 1.
Hey, get back here.
But yeah. That's the secret missions. That's how you unlock the secret missions, the secret keys. When you see a door like this, you can break it with Arbiter. You'll only be able to unlock that later. This is content you could only do after coming back. So there is backtracking in this game. I mean, the storyline has no backtracking. The storyline has like no backtracking at all. But there's reason for you to come back to levels, to like kind of look for certain collectibles that you weren't able to find the first time, etc. That's a lost soul right there. Kind of destroyed it my first time. That's the right direction to go. So you want to come over here, and you want to normally you'd be able to hear it from like the sounds that it'd make or whatever, but I think you'd have a lost soul right there. Once you come through, can't come through here, so you just turn back and boom, lost soul. So that's how you get like 2 of those right there. I don't know, this game is really good for replay value just because of just the comeback and just look around for everything. Actually makes you want to.
Not good. Yeah, well,
And as you see with the double trigger before, I'm doing, this isn't the hardcore. This is not hardcore mode. This is the original. So originally, double trigger made the enemies float. Which everybody and their mother was like, why would you do that? When I say everybody and their mother, I mean like a couple of shills. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't cool. It wasn't that great of a thing. I don't think it was that big of a deal, personally, but it was weird having it around. Also, here's a new system that kind of works when you use the angelic weapon, specifically Osiris, because Osiris is super fucking weak. But when you use Osiris, and you start to stab more with it, it does more damage as you use it. Wow. Wow. That's the type of shit that'd be annoying in the old game, not so much now. And also, oh my god, I gotta up the sound. Bulletproof! Nothing to lose! I gotta up the volume on this.
There's a rip up ahead.
a what?
We'll take you back to the real world.
Like,
We'll come back for
I'm not sure how it's gonna sound. I mean, going from what I had before to now, this is probably gonna sound weird as fuck. Let me up the sound. Hopefully, I don't know. I'll probably listen back to this part afterwards. Again, red orbs is not a requirement anymore, and I already got all my collectibles, so I don't really need to do any of this shit. But yeah. Ooh.
Okay then, let's fight.
Dante, wait. It's working. You can fight him. It won't be easy. Hunters are brutal fighters.
So am I.
And she says that like this isn't just the one. Like there's other hunters. And there we go. That's what I was waiting for. Alright, so here's the
You feel it now, don't you?
thing. I just did. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, we're gonna, because I'm not trying to die. I'm not trying to die. Oh god. Oh. Ah. Yeah. But what you saw earlier is this last second evades, which will reward you special style points.
Does it hurt?
Goddamn. Fucking it up. Fucking it up. There we go. And parry system in this game.
Do you fucking demons even feel pain?
And yeah, once you do that, yeah, demonic evades increase your damage a lot.
Over.
So yeah.
Son of who? Or mother. My mother, but if you're calling me a son of a bitch,
Workout.
be the first.
Workout. But yeah. It's a little bit hard. Trying to fit in as much as possible.
I barely remember her.
Trying to fit as much into this one episode as possible. But yeah. Now you get to see how the game is when you started off new, how you kind of play when you first start off the game a little bit, and just kind of building up your weapons, how it looks like after you get all your weapons. I showed off a little bit of the demonic evade damage boost. I showed off a little bit of the angelic boost, like evade, I think a little bit. Showed off a little bit. This is just the first level. The first level, we showed off the parry system, we showed off...
How do you know my name?
My boss knows you. He wants to meet. Please? I helped you back there.
I didn't ask for your help.
She's like, alright. He's like, alright. Alright, let me stop being a bitch right now. Get in this car.
We know all about you, Dante. I'm with an organization called The Order. Heard of it?
Something to do with that masked freak on the net?
That's my boss.
Wonderful. Can't wait.
We just received reports of a terrorist attack that's taking place at the Bellevue Pier in the Western District of the city. Police are asking the public to remain vigilant. Further, terrorist attacks could take place anywhere, anytime, and when you least expect them.
We have your scent, son of Sparta. Now it is just a matter of time.
But yeah, style, we got S, you get triple S's, 1 item used, 0 deaths. That's still an S. It's pretty easy to get S ranks in this game, but it's easy to get S ranks in this game because what you want to aim for is triple S's. You want to aim for the triple S. As you see by the completion, that's triple S. We got an A in time, that's 18 minutes. We could do better. But, yeah. Style points is an S. We could have done better. You don't get any points for no deaths. You just get points taken away if you have deaths. Items used, that takes away 5%. So if we didn't use any items, that would have probably bumped us up to maybe a double S. But it goes triple S, double S, regular S, A, B, C, then I think D. I don't know how bad you have to fuck up to get a D. Or a C. But I have a C, so I don't know. But yeah. bonus red orbs, the boss, so you get the red orb system. But I think, as you saw in the mission things before, you don't necessarily get you don't buy moves with your red orbs in this game. You get separate things from combat that lets you unlock moves, and then your red orbs let you unlock health items and shit like that. Yeah, that's episode 1. That's part 1. And see you for part 2, where I'll show off a little bit more. Just a little bit more, one more thing.